following is a presentation of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Student-led, student-centered, student-serving.
Welcome in, everybody.
Number one, Cameron.
Tonight, for Richmond and soon I will be joined by Dr. Fox, and tonight is senior night, and a very special night right here.
Number 4, Carly Templeton. Number 6, Presley Seaburn.
For our seniors.
And number 12, Kiana Hudson Guzman. And now for your Frederick Volleyball Seniors.
Cut one, first
First is Stephanie Compton. She is escorted by Nick and Kay Condon and her sisters Katie, Ashley, and Emily. Her favorite team memory was being able to go to state for sophomore year and being able to hang out with my friends and practice every day. Her post-high school plans were to attend a 4-year college. Her thank you message to her parents: thank you, Mom and Dad, for always
Look at the background of the photo.
being my biggest supporters and cheering me on no matter what. I'm very grateful to have you on my side, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Love you, Mom and Dad.
Hurry up, Ethan.
Next is Maddie Green. Maddie is supported by her parents, Emily Austin, Maddie Green, and her step-parents, Brad Austin and Kelly Green. Maddie's favorite memory is UNC camp last summer. We had so much fun as a team and really succeeded. Most embarrassingly, whenever I shake free balls. Her post-high school plans are to attend a 4-year college and get a degree in nursing to become a medical esthetician. Her message: Mom, you've always been our rock and someone to look up to. We appreciate you and your hard work more than we will know. For being my biggest supporter no matter the situation and always having my back. I want you to know I will always be your biggest supporter. You're my inspiration. I couldn't have asked for a better mom. Also, I want to say happy birthday, and after my best friend, and I love you always. Dad, you've always been with me no matter the distance. I'm very proud of you, and I'm just as excited for you and your chapter as you are for mine. Love you, boss.
Okay.
Kelly, thanks for bringing two of my best friends, Brooklyn and Kendall, into my life. I love you immensely, and I love you endlessly.
So when
I'm so lucky to have you
you
as
cut
a
one,
parent,
then
and
you
I love you guys so much.
want to follow the camera over.
I agree. Next, Rachel Schmidt. Rachel is escorted by her mother and father, Ellen and Robert Schmidt,
Okay,
and her
okay.
sister Elizabeth, sister Stephanie, and sister Amanda. Her favorite volleyball memories from last summer we went to team camp at CSU. There were many team bonding activities that we did, but my favorite was when we all had to sit in a line and have buckets of water, about smaller than each person. With our buckets, we had to pour out the water over our heads into the next person's bucket. Because of this, we were all soaking wet through. I was extra wet because Taylor decided that she didn't want to wait and just kept pouring water on me when I wasn't ready. We laughed and honked lots throughout the entire season. This is my favorite memory. I want to thank Lacey, my coach, and my junior
That shot's
and
crooked,
senior
man.
for always being there supporting
That
me,
shot's
even
crooked.
though I was terrified from the freshman and sophomore year. No matter how wonky my swing was or how much I honked during practice, the games were always extra encouraged and helped me out. I also want to thank Jen, my coach for this year, for always believing in me and always being there when I needed someone to talk to. Or if I ever needed help with anything, whether it was sports or schoolwork, and she always gives the best advice. So thank you for making this year so memorable. Lastly, I want to thank each and every girl on the team. You guys really made these past 4 years so fun and happy. You guys always make me laugh, mostly with your amazing swing skills and great jokes. You guys have always encouraged me and cheered me on. So thank you for being there and making this year so good. For my mom and dad, thank you so much for everything you have done for me. You have always supported me no matter what I wanted to do, whether it be any sport or even music or religion. I would not be in this position today if you were not so encouraging and caring. So thank you for the sacrifices you have made that have gotten me to where I am today. You're not enough words to without your support. Both of you make me feel very up as well as down. Every day I'm inspired to work with you. You are everything to me, and I love you forever and always. After high school, the band plans on traveling and having fun. Next is Kelsey Matthews. Kelsey is supported by her father, Russ Matthews, her mother, Laura Struther, her stepdad, Scott Struther, her brother, Carson, and her little baby. Kelsey's favorite memory was her sophomore year when we got the chance to host regionals. That in itself was exciting, but that's not what made the day so special. After winning the first game, we were excited, going the second game confident and excited. It was the last set, and every point was putting us closer to state. The last point of the game came, the ball came over the net, and the pass in the background by actually over to Henry with a kill at one. All the girls on the bench came running over, and we got tackled to the floor in excitement. Everyone was cheering and crying. The crowd came down and cheered with us, and we were all so happy. That was one of the happiest days of my life. Her most embarrassing volleyball memory was when she got so excited to serve the practice that she dropped the ball into her phone while she was running to the other way. To my parents, I am so beyond lucky to get to call these people my parents. My dad has always been there for me, whether it's just to talk or watch superhero movies with me, and debate over what we think will happen next. He has been my source of laughter on many occasions. For that, I'm so grateful. My mom never fails to help me with everything. Whether it's the fact that I have nothing to wear, I need to borrow her clothes, or that I'm overwhelmed and just look at her. She's there no matter what, and I'm lucky enough to have three parents. My stepdad Scott has brought so much joy and laughter to my life the past few years. Thank you for everything you've done for me throughout my childhood and for supporting me through my efforts to pay for college. I love all of you so much, and thank you for the opportunities you've given me. And thank you to Lacey and Jack for everything. Lacey got me through as a freshman, and now as a senior. I can't thank you enough for coaching me and making me laugh. I can't wait to see you be an amazing mother, and Jack, you're always there to talk about your drama on boards as well as being an amazing supportive coach. Thank you so much, and I love you both more than you know. Thank you to Robinson for coming back. I love you so much. Next year, I plan to continue my education in my volleyball, and at FSC in college, I plan to study pre-med and enroll at medical school. Kelsey Matt. Dante Braza is our next singer. Dante is supported by Autumn Brown, her host mom. And her little sister Clara. Her favorite volleyball memory was our team bonding night when we just sat around and talked and played volleyball all night. Her most embarrassing volleyball memory is dancing in the net waiting for teammates to serve and not paying attention during the game, so she walked into the center. I want to thank my teammates and my coach for making this season incredibly memorable. I really appreciate all the friendships I have developed over the seasons. Thank you for being so welcoming and such a special part of my exchanger. Who will tell my sisters next year? You got this. I want to thank my family for making my exchanger possible. My biggest dream come true. Being away from you was one of the hardest things I've ever had to do. But I know that no matter how far apart we are, you guys will always be there for me, and that's what keeps me going. I also want to thank my host family for supporting me since the moment I got here, for making this new place feel like home. I'm so lucky to have all of you. I love you all so much. Next year, I plan to study international business back in the Netherlands. Next speaker is Valentina Ramaferri. Valentina is supported by the Mackenzie Conlon and Cullen Conlon. Her favorite volleyball memory is the game we won against Niwalk, because we worked very hard as a team and I really felt connected to my teammates. Her most embarrassing volleyball memory was she almost kissed her setter because they were cheering so loud. I want to thank Caleb and all of the girls on our team for welcoming me and letting me play a beautiful season with you. Love you, ladies. I want to thank Mackenzie and Colin for being the best host parents I could possibly ask for. Please support me so much, make me part of your family. I don't know how to tell you how grateful I am. I also like to spare a thought for my family and that I miss you so much. Next year, I plan to go to college and study medicine or journalism back in England. Valentina. Our last senior is Millie Murray. Millie is inspired by Sarah June and Josh Cody. Her favorite volleyball memory with her team was team bonding at the volleyball tournament. Her most embarrassing volleyball memory was the times I slipped and fell trying to unclose the ball. I want to thank her team and my coach for being so kind to me most of the time, and for welcoming me and making me feel like I'm part of the family. Love you guys, and I hope you really bring from home next year. I want to thank my family for giving me this opportunity and making this exchange here happen, giving the world to me, and I know you're following my dream from the other side of the world. I also want to thank my host family for being so supportive and taking me in and treating me like I was their own. I'm very grateful and appreciative of all you all. Next year, I plan on going to study communication and sports marketing back in Denmark. Millie. Thank you and congratulations to all the seniors. Let's play some volleyball.
Welcome back, and yeah, as they've said, tonight is senior night. I am Frida Wishman, here with a very special guest, Dr. Fox.
Hey Frida, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. I'm excited to broadcast this senior night volleyball match, and an important one at that.
Yeah, it's a really important night. Frederick really honoring their seniors tonight. What do you think the biggest key is going to be for the Golden Eagles tonight up against Fort Morgan Mustangs?
Yeah, I think it's an interesting one. Anytime you have senior night, there's lots of emotions. You can see down there right now, you got kids crying, kids hugging, and that makes sense, right? These players and athletes form great bonds with each other, and it's sad to kind of have your last home game. Like, this is the last time these seniors will play on this court. So I think the key is, enjoying that moment, feeling those feelings, and then shaking it off and coming out and winning a game that they absolutely must win tonight.
Yeah, and the Golden Eagles are 8-10 right now, and the Fort Morgan Mustangs 6-12. So I think this should be an evenly matched up game. I think both teams are going to come out here starting off strong, and really, I think both teams are going to show that they would like to win this game. Frederick, like you said, it's an important win today, and
yeah, I think it's Frida. It comes close to what I would call a must-win, right? So top 36 teams make the playoffs, top 12 host regionals, then 13 through 24 the 2 seed, and 25 through 36 are the 3 seed. I've got the Chassa Now seeding index pulled up, and Frederick right now sits at 31, and of course that takes into account opponents' win-loss record and strength of schedule and multiple factors going into the Chassa seeding index. So 31 is close to that bubble, and their seeding index is likely to go down after playing Fort Morgan regardless of if they win or lost based on Fort Morgan's weaker record. Morgan, on the other hand, is 46th in the seeding index. So if Frederick can win this game, then they probably, might slide a spot or maybe stay right where they are. If they were to lose this game, I suspect they fall out of that top 36 for the time being.
yeah, Yeah, like you said, if Frederick, it's kind of a must-win tonight. Frederick kind of hoping to either stay where they are right now or move up on that scale to make it to playoffs.
Yep, and then right after playoffs, we've got the league tournament, and that's a big weekend coming up for the girls, and then we'll see about playoffs. But one thing at a time, one point at a time tonight against Fort Morgan.
Exactly, and tonight with the must-win, a lot of our seniors are kind of key in that. For example, Stephanie Cognan, great setter on the court, really brings the energy for a lot of the time, and she just really keeps the team going. And people like Kelsey Matthews, for example, as well, she has some great blocks on the court always, and even some great hitting. It's just the seniors are key in this team as well.
Yep, I agree. I think you've got great senior leadership and some steady hands. You get, Kelsey brings some passion and some fire. Stephanie's rock solid. You kind of have to be as the setter. Nevaeh Honstein, I think, does a nice job of being just a reliable force there for the Eagles. Same with Rachel. So, a lot of height amongst the senior class is something that this, the underclassmen will certainly have to contend with in years following. But for now, we'll enjoy the height and the leadership.
Yeah, and the seniors this year are really key to this team, and like you said, we should just enjoy it in the moment, and they're kind of giving like you said, the underclassmen some potential to live up to.
Yeah, absolutely. You got Steph Conding, she leads the team in assists, right? So running a 6-2 most time, but she's still the leading assist getter. And just delivering good balls to her hitters, put them in the right spot. And so much for that setter from that setting position is not about, a lot of it is how good of a ball can you get, how hittable of a ball can you get to your hitter. But also the other thing is just knowing the court, seeing the court, and knowing where the weakness is on the defense. And that's something that in my volleyball experience has been clear is, I certainly have coached and worked with players back in my day who were as good of a setter their sophomore year as they were their senior year, like from a technical setting the ball standpoint. But what's improved over time, and I think this is true for Stephanie too, is her knowledge of the game and putting her setters in the best spot to get a kill, which of course leads to her getting assists on the stat sheet.
Yeah, and Stephanie, a lot of our games, she's realized to see that a lot of the times the other team's defenders are more focused on her hitters, and she'll just back dump it in and get the point for Frederick easily. And I think that's really what she's been really great at, is noticing how her defenders are acting and kind of what they're more focused on. Yeah,
absolutely. So, she's swinging from the right side a bit too, and surprisingly, out of that 6-2 spot, she's leading the teams in kills, which is really, really pretty cool to see. Rachel Smits has a nice stat line going with 57 kills on the season, a 30% kill percentage, and doing a good job there from the pin. And so really good stuff there. And Kelsey Matthews, the number 2 kill getter on the team at 88. Impressive coming out of the middle. Typically your outsides have the most kills on the team, but Frederick's 1 and 2 are a setter who's attacking when she's in front row, and then and Kelsey and Rachel, and then Kelsey who's playing from the middle. So really interesting and really spreading the ball around all over the net.
Yeah, the Golden Eagles are really unique in that aspect, where a lot of teams, they usually set outside a lot of the time, and outsides get the most kills, like you said. But the Golden Eagles, their setters like to spread it out and give sets to right side, middle, outside, then right side again. It's amazing what they can do.
Yep, absolutely. What's your favorite part of watching the team as you watch this team over the course of the year as they grow? And it kind of evolved. What's been your favorite part watching them?
My favorite part, it would probably be just how everyone moves together in one fluent movement, and how they have plays and how they know what they're going to do, and just the ability that this team has to get kills and points and win sets.
Yep, absolutely. Something that has stood out to me is the progression of their blocking over the course of the year. Shout out to Rachel Smith, the senior, She's the number 2 blocking assist on the team. That means she's doing a really nice job setting up blocks and setting a good pin and letting the middles come to her and doing a nice job there.
Yeah, and on that note, we will be right back. You are watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zadell Realty, and specifically Greg Zadell. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being a local realtor right here in Frederick, Greg Zadell is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Zadell Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, just over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Zadell Real Estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Zadell Realty.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! Les Schwab Tires is too, because Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more. See those guys? They just do tires. Eyes ahead, Dad! Look, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker, I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first. Watch, they're gonna come greet me.
Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Santos. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Frederick High School, and you are watching GEBN, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Go Golden Eagle!
And we are back. Frederick and Fort Morgan really getting into their warm-ups right now. Both teams look really ready to come out into this game strong. Frederick High School Booster Club is always looking for parent volunteers to help carry out the long tradition of supporting the students of this community. The purpose of Booster Club is to provide the funding and manpower for the homecoming tailgate celebration, the after prom party, grants to student groups and clubs, as well as scholarships to graduating seniors. If you're interested in becoming involved, we would invite you to reach out through our website, FHSbooster.com, and click on Contact Us, or attend our next meeting in the FHS Library. If you're wanting to be more involved in the community and have a desire to do something that benefits the students of our community, we'd love to hear from you. The FHS Booster Club would like to give a special shout out to their partners who went above and beyond supporting Frederick High School last year. Les Schwab Tires, Line X of Boulder, Remax Momentum Erica Hagman, Riptide Car and Pet Wash, Napa University Auto Parts, Stapp Interstate Toyota, My Guy HVAC, Pepper's Fireside Grill, and American Family Insurance Rick Hinos Agency. Again, please visit our website, FHSbooster.com, and click on Contact Us if you'd like to get involved. We welcome any supports, not just parents. The FHS Booster Club is a proud partner of GEBN.
Yeah, Frida, boosters out there tonight. If you're on your way to the game, listen to the broadcasts on your way in. Bring $5 in, bring $10 in from your car. We've got Booster Club T-shirts for sale in the hallway, and if you are listening to this and think you might want to get one of them, there's some unique designs, a limited edition release. I'm sure Booster Club would love to get you set up with one of those.
Yeah. Fort Morgan starting off on the court.
Yeah, it's always interesting to me watching different teams do their warm-up. So the warm-up is structured with 5-5-5, so 5 minutes shared, 5 minutes of the visiting team, 5 minutes of the home team. And I always love watching how different teams do their warm-ups and how many touches different teams are getting in. And it's, kind of a good shot for the opposing coach to watch, and you'll see our coaches watching right now. trying to get a sense of how players are playing, where balls are going, and where they might need to make some last-minute adjustments on defense.
Yeah, and I always love watching warm-ups because, like you said, it always gives a great opportunity to see who's getting the best kills on the court so far and who's getting the best hands. It's just a great way to see how their opponents play. We will be right back. You're watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Spending hours at games, competitions, concerts, and shows, I upload thousands of pictures onto my website, toneimages.smugmug.com. With no charge to download photos, families are welcome to get any picture they like. Taking the pressure off parents to capture the pictures during a game, shows, or competitions, letting them enjoy watching their kid. Additionally, I'm available to book senior pictures and photo shoots. DM me if you're interested. Student Council is faced behind a lot of planning and fun events students get to partake in. We do everything from running Frederick's Got Talent to the volleyball co-ed tournament, coming up with a homecoming theme, helping out with the homecoming tailgate, being in charge of homecoming royalty, setting up from homecoming, giving out free hot chocolate, coming up with spirit weeks such as Pink Out, Tacky Tourist, and Freddy's Spirit Day. We also come up with the prom theme, Run Prom, and the After Prom. Make sure to follow the Student Council on Instagram at Frederick_StuCo so you can be the first one to hear about the latest news.
In Frederick, we believe in rolling up our sleeves, not just for ourselves, but for each other. We believe in playing outside until the stars flicker on and protecting the hallowed ground of childhood. We believe in a lifelong commitment to actions as good as our intentions. We believe in the power of our voices and the obligation of our hearts to form a strong foundation. We believe we are onto something that's worth all we can give it. Here, the life we dream of is ours to create.
I think the future is bright for Frederick. I think we understand our identity and who we are, and we don't want to lose that.
The town is really built on the community of people and how everyone almost treats people like family.
I see an opportunity to have a seat at the table and to show our worth and our value and our undeniable characteristics of being a lovely community that's welcome to all.
Hi, I'm Coach Matt Lloyd. I'm the head football coach at Frederick High School. You're watching the Golden Eagle Broadcasting Network. Golden Eagles, let them fly.
Hi, I'm Brian Stapp, dealer principal at Stapp Interstate Toyota. Wanted to thank you very much for visiting our website and supporting our dealership. A little bit about us. My father and grandfather opened up our dealership in 1974 in Longmont, Colorado, right there on Main Street. And now we're located on I-25 in Frederick, Colorado. We moved out here in 2007 and opened up the first Image 2 dealership in the state of Colorado, something we're very proud of. And more than anything, it kind of was a nice little place mark in our dealership's history over the last 46 years about taking the next step and embracing what Colorado is becoming, quite frankly. We're very proud of our history. A couple things that we'd like to point out that I think is very unique in the industry is that we only have one person who will help you if you come in to buy a car. And it's not because we don't have multiple people say hello, they all will. But we think that the relationship is far more important than anything else. Transactions don't allow businesses to stay in business as long as we have, but relationships truly do. So from the second you walk in, one individual would greet you. They would show you all the vehicles we have to offer. They'd present your numbers to you, help you find creative solutions to get the car that you want at a price you're comfortable with. They'd also talk about extra options such as extended service contracts or prepaid maintenance and things that you'd like to put in your monthly payment that would make it a little bit easier so you're not surprised throughout the ownership process. They'd go over all your accessories, all of your vehicle presentation, and they'd be the same person who would shake your hand as you go out the door. So again, that relationship is incredibly important to us. So when you're in, make sure and ask for myself. I'd love to say hello. My brother Clint, my dad Art, my mom Debbie pops around from time to time as well too. So it really is a family business. We'd love to have you become part of our family. Thank you.
In Frederick, we believe in rolling up our sleeves, not just for ourselves, but for each other. We believe in playing outside until the stars flicker on and protecting the hallowed ground of childhood. We believe in a lifelong commitment to actions as good as our intentions. We believe in the power of our voices and the obligation of our hearts to form a strong foundation. We believe we are onto something that's worth all we can give it. Here, the life we dream of is ours to create.
I think the future is bright for Frederick. I think we understand our identity and who we are, and we don't want to lose that.
The town is really built on the community of people and how everyone almost treats people like family.
I see an opportunity to have a seat at the table and to show our worth and our value and our undeniable characteristics of being a lovely community that's welcome to all.
Hey, I'm Jake Marsing, social studies teacher and advisor of the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network, and you're watching GEBN. Go Golden Eagles!
Hi, I'm Kendra Badgekar with Remax Nexus. I've been serving Carbon Valley for 6 years, and what I love most about this area is the small town feel with all of our great local businesses and community events. If you've heard the real estate market's changing, you're right. Homes are staying on the market longer, prices are not increasing as rapidly as they have in the past couple of years, but that doesn't mean it's not the right time to make a move. You still gain an incredible amount of equity that you can use to purchase your dream home or think about buying an investment property. Let's grab a cup of coffee and chat about your goals.
Over the years, St. Vrain Block Company has built a reputation on producing high-quality structural block, retaining wall systems, patio stones, and pavers. We routinely submit our block for testing to ensure that our products meet and exceed the ASTM specifications. Our products can only be as quality and consistent as the raw materials we use to manufacture them. That is why we constantly ensure we buy our aggregates, cement, admixtures, and color from top-quality producers. With a legacy of over 36 years, JHL Constructors is a fully integrated Colorado-based and Colorado-focused construction firm. From infrastructure to vertical building, our success is built on long-lasting relationships with our clients, design teams, subcontractors, and our Colorado community. To us, building Colorado's future means more than improving the built environment. It is our genuine commitment to give back to the communities, do the right thing, always, and collaborate on impactful projects. Like building top-tier educational facilities for the next generation. That's why we are a proud supporting partner of Frederick High School, home of the Golden Eagles.
I'm Maddie Precht, school counselor at Frederick High School, and you are watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Go Golden Eagles!
Do you want a reliable realtor who you can trust with your money and owning or renting a home? Then you can turn to Zadell Realty, and specifically Greg Zadell. Greg is a local realtor who helps people buy and sell both homes and investment properties. He has an extended knowledge of the market and is extremely involved in the community. Along with being a local realtor right here in Frederick, Greg Zadell is extremely experienced in his profession. Not only is he a broker, but also the owner of Zadell Realty, located in the Carbon Valley area since 1980, just over 42 years as of now. Make sure to watch for the Zadell Real Estate article in the Consumer Report. You don't want to miss it. You won't regret it when you rely on Zadell Realty.
Like most backseat drivers, I'm all about safety. Uh-oh! Les Schwab tires is too. Because Les Schwab fixes brakes, steering, and more. See those guys? They just do tires. Eyes ahead, Dad! Look, I'm not telling people how to do their job. Blinker, I'm just glad Les Schwab puts my safety first. Watch, they're gonna come greet me.
Les Schwab Tires, celebrating 70 years of doing the right thing.
Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Santos. I'm one of the assistant principals here at Frederick High School, and you are watching GEBN, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Go Golden Eagles!
Spending hours at games, competitions, concerts, and shows, I upload thousands of pictures onto my website, toneimages.smugmug.com. With no charge to download photos, students are welcome to get any picture they like. Taking the pressure off parents to capture the pictures during a game, shows, or competitions, letting them enjoy watching their kid. Additionally, I'm available to book senior pictures and photo shoots. DM me if you're interested. Student Council is faced behind a lot of planning and fun events students get to partake in. We do everything from running FHS Got Talent to the volleyball co-ed tournament, coming up with a homecoming theme, helping out with the homecoming tailgate, being in charge of homecoming royalty, setting up from homecoming, giving out free hot chocolate, coming up with spirit weeks such as Pink Out, Tacky Tourist, and Freddy's Spirit Day. We also come up with the prom theme, Run Prom, and the After Prom. Make sure to follow the Student Council on Instagram at Frederick_StuCoach to be the first one to hear about the latest news.
In Frederick, we believe in rolling up our sleeves, not just for ourselves, but for each other. We believe in playing outside until the stars flicker on and protecting the hallowed ground of childhood. We believe in a lifelong commitment to actions as good as our intentions. We believe in the power of our voices and the obligation of our hearts to form a strong foundation. We believe we are onto something that's worth all we can give it. Here, the life we dream of is ours to create.
I think the future is bright for Frederick. I think we understand our...
Okay. Now down the sideline for our player introductions. And those were your Frederick Golden Eagle player introductions and the Fort Morgan Mustang player introductions. As I said before, this should be an interesting game. Fort Morgan Mustangs Mustangs looking to come out with a win here. Same thing with the Golden Eagles, and this is an important game tonight for the Golden Eagles, senior night. Golden Eagles really hoping to win this game, especially since it is senior night. Last time this team is going to play with each other, and
yeah, at least play with each other on this court, right? And then they still got their tournament this weekend, and hopefully regionals, like we talked about early. The Golden Eagles sit right on that bubble of every game's important. This one particularly so, as the game they should win. And they've had time to shake off some of those sadder emotions of senior night and hope to come out firing here. Interesting game here with Fort Morgan's coach, Nicole Anderson, who used to be in our district, and Brett Anderson used to be a teacher at Frederick High School.
Yeah, and this should be interesting. Now let's go down to the sideline with Jackson Gibbs.
Hello, Jackson Gibbs down on the court. Here for your Frederick Volleyball. It is senior night. The vibes are immaculate down here. Everybody's excited. There was a lot of crying from the younger team because they're going to miss their seniors. And hopefully we catch W here in our last home game. Thank you. Sending it back up to Frida.
Thank you so much, Jackson. Looks like Fort Morgan won the toss and is going to start off with the serve. Larkin Hartford hits it just outside of that line. Fort Morgan coming out with the first point of this game.
So it'll be something interesting to watch, the unforced errors. That's one for the Eagles. We'll just kind of watch those towards the end of the season here. Hopefully those are decreasing.
Yeah, Harley Templeton just with the serve. Kelsey Matthews able to get past the block. Stephanie Cognan hoping to keep up this point rally right now for Frederick with the serve. Fort Morgan tried to get a dig on it, however, it goes out of bounds. Golden Eagles with another point.
It's an ace for Stephanie, and you know, coach puts typically one of her best servers and a setter in our first serving rotation. So nice to see a good start here with an ace.
Fort Morgan able to get a dig on this one. However, they hit it out of bounds. Golden Eagles still going, now leading 3-1.
Yeah, nice block set up there by the Eagles front line. They were blocking the court, weren't blocking out of bounds, missed the block, missed the court, out of bounds, point Frederick. Another great serve there, huh?
Stephanie, another ace. Frederick really starting off strong here. Stephanie hoping to keep that momentum still going with another jump serve. And she does with another ace.
Was that 3 of the Frederick's first 5 points coming off an ace from Stephanie, huh?
Stephanie, super strong server, and Coach Lacey has always put her faith in Stephanie, especially with serving.
There you go, she's got another one. Good job.
And she is right to do so. Stephanie Cognan, the senior, with another ace.
So if I'm coach here, or if I'm Stephanie going back there, I serve that same girl, number 6, again and again and again. She's 2 of the 3 aces have come off her. Timeout there as Fort Morgan probably looks to adjust and maybe hide that passer.
Yeah, and I think Stephanie did realize that number 6 and the libero of Fort Morgan were kind of having trouble at the start passing, and that was where she needed to aim her serve.
Yeah, Presley Sybrand's a senior for Fort Morgan, but you know, you just wonder maybe some jitters for her, and when you find a little weakness and you can pick on that. You know, I'm not sure this is the case for Fort Morgan, so not saying that, but I do know it's possible some coaches try to hide a passer in a libero jersey because you assume that the strongest passer on the team is in the libero jersey. That's certainly true for our team with Tatiana Staub, but once in a while you'll find a coach who tries to hide maybe a good digger but a bad serve receiver in the libero jersey. We'll see. We'll have to watch that unfold as we play here tonight.
Yeah, and that could be true, or it could just be jitters, because I know personally as a player, I always get jitters at the start of games where I just need to shake it off and I'll occasionally have a bad pass or two.
Yep. So an adjustment there. So you can see they pushed her up, right? So a different back line for the serve.
This time, Fort Morgan, a little miscommunication among the court. No one knew who was going to get that second ball. And Stephanie, again, able to get that point for the Golden Eagles.
That's right. Frida, that'll go down as an ace. It shouldn't be, though. That's like a husband-wife play, I called it. It's a who's ball, who's going to pick up the kids, and nobody picks up the kids situation.
Set to right side. Kelsey Matthews sends it back over. Back row hit by Fort Morgan. Larkin Hartford with the kill.
Yeah, nice job there. So both liberos there, out of system play where the setter on both sides passed the first ball, and then both liberos kind of serving as the setter with that forearm pass as a set. Tatiana did a nice job giving a playable ball to her hitter.
Yeah, and Tatiana has been great with that for a lot of these games, where when the setter goes out on the first pass, she's able to get a hittable ball to her hitters.
Yep. That's a kind of underappreciated skill, of course.
Larkin tips it over. Fort Morgan able to send it back over. Stephanie sets to Larkin, who this time is able to get the point for the Golden Eagles. The Golden Eagles now lead 9-2.
That hit down the line, nice hit down the line there. That down the line shot is so much harder to defend than the cross shot because a block rarely is set up for it. And you have just so much less time to react down the line.
Yeah, and a lot of that time it's reaction, and you have to be quick to think about, what am I going to do? I need to react fast. And a lot of the times passers, their brain kind of lags, and they're like, wait, it's coming at me. What do I do? Elise Barrera with the serve for Fort Morgan. Kind of gave Frederick a little out-of-system play right there. Rachel Schmidt able to realize that there was a little hole right there and tip it back over.
Yeah, and that overpass, right? An overpass off a free ball. That's a hard thing to digest as a coach when you get a free ball and you overpass it again. Harkens back to 6th grade volleyball a little bit, but it worked out for the Eagles.
Fort Morgan with a free ball. Stephanie sets to Isabel Raymer.
Oh, good job on the block there.
Beautiful block by the Golden Eagles. Stephanie back sets to Rachel, who hits it just barely outside that line, and Fort Morgan comes out with a point.
Yeah, it's a ball that probably wasn't set quite close enough to the net, or, Rachel took a big first approach step on that 3-step approach from that short right side attack. That first step's got to be small, over approach and hit it out.
Yeah. Ava Reed able to give Fort Morgan an out-of-system play. Stephanie. Short sets to Ava. Fort Morgan able to send it back over. Rachel again just hits it just outside that line, and Fort Morgan comes out with a point again.
A good rally there from both sides, and honestly, the Eagles dominated the kind of possession, had the more aggressive attacks, but just ended with an unforced error, and that's something we got to clean up here moving forward. Hey, got one back, so Fort Morgan unforced error, and we'll get a rotate here.
Yeah, Golden Eagles, their back line able to realize that that ball was on its way out of there and move out of the way.
So as a player, how much of that are you listening to the bench, to other players, and how much are you just reacting on your own, what you think? What would you guess?
A lot of the time it's kind of, sometimes you think it's in, but then when I hear my teammates and the bench yelling out, 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 that's when I'm like, it's on its way out. I better open up and let it go. Back set to Stephanie, who tips it over. Fort Morgan sends it back over. Isabel Raymer. Fort Morgan able to get a hand on it and free ball it back over. Beautiful play by the Mustangs right there. Stephanie sets it into the back end and gets that point for the Golden Eagles after that rally.
Yeah, fantastic play by Fort Morgan's libero, Elisa Barrero. That was really a pretty incredible play. We got an injured Mustang who I think got hit. on the eye or nose, so she'll get checked out by her trainer Andy, and hopefully it's a nose and not an eye or potential concussion. It looks like a little nose or lips.
Looks like
situation.
Yeah, I think like you said, it might just be a little nose thing. It looks like Presley Cybrands may have gotten a bloody nose maybe, or just hitting the nose somewhere.
You know, she's Fort Morgan's leading killer. She's got the most kills on the team, and you know, so it'll be interesting to see how she bounces back. She's not very tall. I don't know if we have her height, but she certainly doesn't look very tall to be leading the Mustangs in, you know, kills on the year.
Yeah, that's always a surprise when a lot of the killers are shorter than most average.
I misspoke. She's a second leading. So Guerrero, the number 1 with 105 on the season, and Presley Cybrands, number 2 on the season with 78. But still, you know, it's interesting to see how she bounces back and moves on from there. So I think, you know, what do you think's happening down there? The conversation with the trainer.
Trainer, most of the time I feel like he's probably asking where does it hurt and if it's anything serious to where I know a lot of doctors or trainers ask, like, is it broken? Can you still move it? Does it feel fine? Can you see? Yep. And I think that's probably what he's really asking her, and if she needs ice.
Yeah, I think he's probably right. I think he probably also does anytime there's a head injury, a quick check to make sure she knows, you know, that's not a concussion. Run through a very quick concussion protocol. She seems fine even on the court, so good to see that no one looks too concerned out there for the senior, for the Mustangs.
Yeah, it looks like coach is just going to give her a little break to regain her composure, bounce back. Marisol Tenbrock, beautiful serve. Harley Templeton able to get that ball back over. Frederick tried to get a dig on it, however could not get there in time, and Mustangs regain the ball.
Marisol will have an interesting role. You know, she's playing a big role as a sophomore right now. When all these seniors leave, I expect her role to, you know, or her leadership spot to greatly increase next year. There you go. Oh, wrong side, wrong side.
Ali Guerrero able to get that point for the Mustangs. Looks like Marisol just tried to like back set it to her middle and touch the net.
Yeah, I think they got it wrong, but that's all right. We're glad they're here. We're glad they're officiating, and an ace by Fort Morgan there. Little miscommunication in the back line for Frederick. So an interesting little, you know, since the timeout, resurgence here by Fort Morgan on a little 4-1 streak of points here since the timeout by the Fort Morgan coach.
Yeah, and Ali Guerrero hoping to keep that energy up. And she does again with another ace.
You know, that's a great serve. Like, that had tempo, pace, everything you want. Aston Strojic just couldn't handle it in the back there.
This time, however, she hits it into the net. Frederick regains the ball.
So what's your, you know, Frida, what's your theory on, and I have one I'll share with you in a second, but, you know, between points here, I'd like to hear your thoughts on the value of a really aggressive serve versus a more conservative serve, and kind of where you draw that line.
The value I take in a more aggressive serve is usually the back line is ready for a consistent serve that kind of just rainbows over to where they can get a good pass. And a lot of the time, aggressive servers will get aces because the back row, they always serve. The server always serves it towards their upper forearm, and it's always hard to get a nice pass off of an aggressive serve. And so I think a lot of aggressive servers take notice of that, and so they they up their tempo in their serves and really just try to get a lot of aces, because it's a lot easier when as an aggressive server to get aces.
Yep.
Just because a lot of the times back rows aren't really prepared for aggressive serves and are more of just prepared for a kind of rainbow serve. What are your thoughts on that for like the difference between an aggressive serve and how it has value and a conservative serve?
Yeah, my theory when I was coaching is I used to tell my players we'd stat in practice and stat in the game that an aggressive serve that could be made 85% of the time or more was worthwhile, and that would be the risk I would be willing to take. I was a pretty aggressive coach by nature, so I liked I liked swinging hard. I liked attacking rather than tipping, and certainly aggressive serves too. So I think that was sort of the, but below that point, it seemed like if you're giving away more than 15% of your serves as free points to the other team, then that becomes not worth it. Really, it's a game of trying to decide how, what sort of ball can you get back. So much of volleyball is the quality of the ball you get back. A hard serve often results in either an off tempo or a free ball coming back, which is such a huge advantage, especially at the varsity level.
Yeah, especially when getting free balls, it's a lot easier to get a nice pass and a really good system hit. Marisol back sets to Stephanie, blocked by the Mustangs. Frederick, Taylor topless, able to adjust and get there. Frederick free balls it back over. This time a tip, Kelsey Matthews. Frederick tried to get another hand on it, free ball it back over.
Yeah, so that's one of the ones where scramble play, good effort, good scramble play, but you really need the defense to set up and kind of tilt the table back to normal, because right there all the momentum and all the tempo was on Morgan's side.
Yeah, and in order to get points right here for Frederick, I think we need to tone down on the scrappiness, even though I'm loving the scrappiness and able to touch that ball, but I feel like if we just got a better system pass, a set, and a hit, I just feel that Frederick could come back in this game. And
yeah, that kind of calm confidence, right? Like, start with a good pass, or take a missed serve there, won't you?
Kelsey Matthews able to realize that ball was going on its way out and call it out and get the point for Frederick, who now leads this set 16-13.
Yeah, through run rotation here. So second rotation through. We'll see if we can see what happens second time through.
Well, back row hit by Fort Morgan. Looks like it was in.
Yeah, found that corner there. Tatiana kind of shied away, did that, kind of opened up, assuming it was out. Dropped in, make it, a change from the first rotation where Steph had 7 serves, only 1 there before they sided out. So not ideal for the Eagles. Oh, that's a double, a triple, quadruple hit.
Larkin Hartford, beautiful hit, able to get past the Mustangs blockers and get that point for the Golden Eagles.
Yeah, number 11, Taylor for the Mustangs is, she's a freshman out there, so a big, talented freshman, but one of those, varsity level plays that you got to know to back out of there after that first block and bump. You got to get out of the way even though it's right in front of you.
Rachel Schmidt with the hit. Fort Morgan able to get a little scrappy, get it back over.
There you go, got it. That's good. That's a good play by Steph there. So out of system, hitters are not set, right? But she sets up like she's gonna set it anyway and does that dump over into the spot. And Taylor, who we just talked about, just got her hands on it. And then a nice ace there. Good job, Larkin.
Yeah, beautiful ace by Larkin Hartford, and Stephanie able to realize that the defenders were more focused on her hitters and able to dump it in.
Eagles push their lead here a little bit, back up to 5 points. They make it 6.
Little overpass by the Mustangs, and the Golden Eagles lead this set 20-14.
Think a timeout coming here soon by Coach. What do you think? If you're the Morgan coach, what do you?
If I were the Fort Morgan coach, I would call a timeout if the Golden Eagles score 2 more points and it's 22 to whatever.
Okay.
Tatiana, beautiful hit by Isabel Raymer. And again, miscommunication among the Mustangs. Setter didn't know if she was going to get it. Outside didn't know if she was going to get it. And Golden Eagles, easy point right there.
Yep, we'll take that for sure.
Larkin Hartford with the serve. Dumps it in. Stephanie there. Isabel Raymer blocked, however, able to get it back over.
Now Steph's got to get her back. They dumped on you, you got to dump on them. Nah, she's out of system. My big thing is if they're going to get you with a kind of a sneaky play, you got to get them back, let them know they can't do it. But you'll take the free ball out of bounds, won't you?
Yep. Always an easy point when they free ball it out of bounds.
Oh, man, there are very few things in life more frustrating than that as a coach.
Larkin Hartford tried to keep her streak going, however, serves it just outside the line, and Mustangs regain the ball. Elise Pereira hoping to keep this energy going for the Mustangs, hoping to get them some more points on the board.
A good pass by Staub there.
Kelsey Matthews with the hit. Setter passes back row. Tatiana. Rachel blocked by Fort Morgan. Isabel Raymer able to get it over this time. However, it goes outside of that line, and Fort Morgan able to realize that and get that point. Score is now 22-16. Golden Eagles in the lead.
Important couple points here. You don't want to let this game get any closer. 22-19 feels like a totally different game than 22-16, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got a 22-17 game here. Let's see what. Let's see if we can get the next three here.
That might be always the worst thing, is where you're in the lead and then suddenly you just start dropping and dropping, and then suddenly it's tied up.
Yeah, well, they gave us a gift there with a serve that sailed past the front line.
Not this time, however, it goes out of bounds. Now the Golden Eagles just need to push 2 points to win this set, leading 23-17. Tatiana Staub with the serve.
That's a double. Call it. Call it, guys. I didn't call it. The libero set that ball poorly, but they didn't call it. That's all right. Let them play. We're going to earn our points.
Little missed call by the ref there, but that is okay. Frederick able to take it back.
One of my all-time favorite moments coaching was when I was frustrated with a call by an official, and my setter came up to me. What I thought was a missed call, and my setter came up to me like, "Coach, don't worry. We're going to earn our own points." So I love that by her. She reframed me and said, "We're good. We're going to win the points our way. Let's see if the Eagles can do that here." Get up. Good job.
And that's always a good realization by the team, where they make mistakes, but they go in their neutral and be like, I messed up, but I will get this next point.
Yep. Well, and that's the thing is, you know, and you hear it all over, and I'm super grateful for high school officials across our state who come out. It's, you know, we can only play games with the willingness of high school officials. But when people, you hear parents or, you know, or teams sometimes around the state complaining about the outcome of a game being affected by a good swing and good dig there by officials. Like, no, it's not. Like, you got to take it out of the officials' hands. You got to win by enough that it can't be influenced by a call.
Yeah, and a lot of times you just have to go in neutral with a lot of the calls that referees have, because sometimes you might not agree with what they call. Fort Morgan able to tip it in. Marisol back sets to
a good swing.
Stephanie. Looks like line judge is calling it out, and Fort Morgan gets another point. This set is now 24-18.
24-19, yeah.
24-19 now, excuse me.
It's hard to we got the basketball hoop in the way, don't we?
Ali Guerrero hoping to keep Frederick at bay. Marisol able to get there.
Oh,
Stephanie,
nice
beautiful hit.
Yeah. That ball's coming from behind her. She swings. Get there. And, you know, so Fort Morgan there finds that weak spot in the defense. But I want to go back and reiterate just how impressive that swing is. That ball coming from behind your head is really hard to get up, let it cross you in front, and then attack down. It's so easy to swing too early, and you attack it when it's on top of you, and you hit that ball out.
Yeah, and that's just a beautiful play by the Golden Eagles. Sets to outside. Fort Morgan getting a little aggressive here, knowing that Frederick could win this set by 1 point. And they do. Stephanie Cogden with the tip. Golden Eagles, first set with a win, 25-20. With a legacy of over 36 years, JHL Constructors is a fully integrated Colorado-based and Colorado-focused construction firm. From infrastructure to vertical building, our success is built on long-lasting relationships with our clients, design teams, subcontractors, and our Colorado community. To us, Building Colorado's future means more than improving the built environment. It is our genuine commitment to give back to our communities, do the right thing always, and collaborate on impactful projects like building top-tier educational facilities for the next generation. That's why we are proud supporting partner of Frederick High School, home of the Golden Eagles. Now let's go down to the sideline with Jackson Gibbs.
Jackson Gibbs down here on the court. Your Golden Eagles won the first set, 25-20. The vibes are good. Teams are excited. Hopefully we win this next set and we do good out here. Coach Robinson out here, old head coach for the Golden Eagles. She came out here, read the seniors things. And yeah, throwing it back up to you, Dr. Fox and Frida. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jackson. And with that, we will be right back. You are watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Brian Stapp, dealer principal at Stapp Interstate Toyota. Wanted to thank you very much for visiting our website and supporting our dealership. A little bit about us. My father and grandfather opened up our dealership in 1974 in Longmont, Colorado, right there on Main Street. And now we're located on I-25 in Frederick, Colorado. We moved out here in 2007 and opened up the first Image 2 dealership in the state of Colorado, something we're very proud of. And more than anything, it kind of was a nice little place mark in our dealership's history over the last 46 years about taking the next step and embracing what Colorado is becoming, quite frankly. We're very proud of our history. A couple things that we'd like to point out that I think is very unique in the industry is that we only have one person who will help you if you come in to buy a car. And it's not because we don't have multiple people say hello, they all will. But we think that the relationship is far more important than anything else. Transactions don't allow businesses to stay in business as long as we have, but relationships truly do. So from the second you walk in, one individual would greet you. They would show you all the vehicles we have to offer. They'd present your numbers to you, help you find creative solutions to get the car that you want at a price you're comfortable with. They'd also talk about extra options such as extended service contracts or prepaid maintenance and things that you'd like to put in your monthly payment that would make it a little bit easier so you're not surprised throughout the ownership process. They'd go over all your accessories, all of your vehicle presentation, and they'd be the same person who would shake your hand as you go out the door. So again, that relationship is incredibly important to us. So when you're in, make sure and ask for myself. I'd love to say hello. My brother Clint, my dad Art, my mom Debbie pops around from time to time as well too. So it really is a family business. We'd love to have you become part of our family. Thank you.
In Frederick, we believe in rolling.
And we are back. Golden Eagles starting off strong with a win of the first set, hoping to win this next one and then hopefully win the next one and win this game 3-0.
Yeah, we're a big fan of 3-0 victories on school nights in the Fox household. I got my kiddos here. They're running around driving people crazy underneath. So it'll be cool if we can get this thing done in 3 and get them home to bed.
Yeah, like you said, it's always nice to win in 3 because then that means that the game has ended, your team won, and just get a relax.
And it's convincing. It's a convincing win, you know. A 3-2 win is a win nonetheless, but not as convincing as a 3-0 win, of course.
Fort Morgan tried to start off strong, however, hits the ball out of bounds. Stephanie regains the ball for the serve.
Yeah, a nice quick start there by the Eagles, and see if we can string a couple together here.
Fort Morgan able to get a good pass. Taylor Topless with the dig. Stephanie outsets to Nevaeh, who gave Fort Morgan a little out-of-system play. Blocked by Kelsey Matthews, the senior. Big block right there by Kelsey.
Yeah, just nowhere to go. That ball too tight on the net for the Mustangs, and nowhere to go with the Eagles' best blocker sitting on it right there.
And Kelsey Matthews, one of our best blockers, able to realize a lot of the time if it's coming over and if she needs to get her hands up there.
So that first set was a lot like what we'd expect, right? Like, you know, on paper and on film, you know, the Eagles are the stronger team, probably the more well-rounded team. But you had some nerves and some fight out of Fort Morgan. So it'll be interesting to see as Steph just gets an ace again. It'll be interesting to see the second set. Sometimes when you get a team's best shot, you know, you see a fall off that next set. So we'll have to see if that happens here. It looks like it out of the gate, but I also don't want to jinx us by speaking too early. So I'll knock on wood, Eagles fans. Don't worry. Knock on wood up here.
Stephanie back sets to Maddie Green. Fort Morgan able to get that ball in. Tatiana Staub tried to get there in time. However, Fort Morgan regains that point. Golden Eagles lead this set 4-1.
Yeah, it was certainly my fault there, wasn't it? I certainly think I jinxed that, but we got it right back. That's heartbreaking for you if you're Fort Morgan, right? You let 4 points go, you fight hard, and you get a point back. You think you can kind of reset, restart, set the tone a little bit, and then you serve it out of bounds, don't even give your team a shot.
Nevaeh Honstein, beautiful serve right
That's
there.
Double. Good job.
And it looks like Fort Morgan with the double. Nevaeh again hoping to keep this energy up for the Golden Eagles. However, it goes out of bounds. Fort Morgan able to regain that ball.
Guerrera there just fell down. She realized it was going out and just fell down out of the way as that ball sailed over her head.
Bella Phillips hoping to get Frederick points.
Great dig by Tatiana.
Tatiana able to get the dig on that short serve. However, just a little out of system play right there by the Golden Eagles. Couldn't get that ball back over. And Bella Phillips again coming up to serve, hoping to keep this point system going for the Mustangs. Stephanie back sets to Maddie. Fort Morgan able to send that ball back over. Again, a little two-touch play by the Mustangs.
It was a back row attack because you had a setter overhand, libero overhand setting in front of the 10-foot line, and she knew it too. So the moment she did it, she looked down at her feet, realized her left foot was inside the 10-foot line, turned around and said, "Stay down, stay down." But unfortunately, the hitter was already up in the air, so not much you can do there.
Rachel, beautiful hit right there. Found the donut hole in between the defenders and got Frederick the lead with 7-4. Kelsey Matthews sets to outside, and Fort Morgan hits it out of bounds. Kelsey Matthews been a really strong player for the Golden Eagles this season. Really great blocker, hitter.
And a couple of hits out of bounds now for Fort Morgan. You wonder about their composure a little bit. A fun time of year to be a Frederick High School student and a Frederick High School student athlete. We've got, volleyball doing well, softball making the state playoffs, getting through regionals this past weekend. The fall musical and marching band did a great job at band night. Then you got football and soccer having their best year in a long time. Cross country hopefully going to state. Golden Eagle Broadcast Network State Championship Garage Pass Group covering it all. So thank you guys for all you do, and good rally there by the Mustangs. But an exciting time to be a student at Frederick and to be a student athlete and a student artist at Frederick High School.
Yeah, being at Frederick is just a great time.
What's your favorite thing to watch? If you're not watching volleyball, not playing, what are your favorite things to do as a spectator at Frederick?
As a spectator at Frederick, I think watching our varsity boys football is an interesting one.
That's fun, right? Always fun to get out there and see that. Hopefully all our listeners can come out and at least make one of our fall musical productions, which is a teen version of Chorus Line. So really excited for that. And we'll see if we have a chance to be the best production in state. I think we like our shots, and it would be cool if we could get main stage at basically the state theater competition, which comes up in December.
Yeah. Frederick with the serve. Beautiful rally by both teams going on right here. Marisol sets to Rachel. Back set to right side for Fort Morgan. Stephanie Cognan with the hit. Little out of system play here for the Mustangs, who free ball it in. Addison Strongjack able to realize that. Stephanie.
Yeah, great swing there. Good rally here going between these two teams. There you go, Eagles, good job.
And a little miss hit right there for the Mustangs.
Kind of feels like the quality of the rallies have steadily improved throughout the night. Doesn't it feel that way to you?
It does feel that way. Fort Morgan has kind of realized that they need to play a little scrappy with the Golden Eagles, and the Golden Eagles just being aggressive at the net with everything, just like there. Stephanie able to tip it in.
And that's why she's the kill leader on the team, right? So she saw that great swing earlier, and then that just, that little tip will go down as a kill in the stat sheet, and just eyes wide open, sees a giant spot on the court, and puts the ball right there. Easy point. That's a low-hanging fruit.
And I think that has been the main goal for a lot of our front hitters this game, and everyone's really just being aggressive at the net this game. Fort Morgan able to regain that ball. Presley Seabrans.
Yeah, she's back out there after that little, I don't know if it was a hand or a ball or whatever, but it's back. Good to see the senior back out there for the Mustangs.
Marisol sets a 1 to Ava Reed, who is able to get that kill for the Golden Eagles, who now lead this set 13-6.
That's a great ball by Ava Reed. Just really important, sophomore for the team. Again, we'll have to step up next year and fill in some big shoes. Doing a nice job already this year.
Taylor Topless, beautiful serve right there. Sets to middle. And a lot of the times those ones you have to swing with the ball, and looks like Fort Morgan couldn't get the swing in time, and Golden Eagles regain this ball. Taylor Topless, really aggressive serves tonight. Love to see it. Stephanie forces a little free ball from Fort Morgan. Stephanie Cognan, aggressive at the net tonight. Another aggressive hit by the senior.
Yeah, she is having a great game. So good job for her on her last night playing on her home court.
Especially with all our seniors, I think a lot of the seniors tonight have just come out ready to play and have made extraordinary plays this game.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to see it. It's fun to see it. And Taylor with another good serve there.
Taylor Topless able to force a lot of out-of-system plays by the Mustangs right now. Force them to kind of scramble on their side of the court right there.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Taylor, interesting when you look down the roster of the Golden Eagles as they go to timeout. Only 2 juniors on the team. So interesting, sophomore and senior heavy team.
Yeah, and I think that should be good for the Eagles, is even though there are a lot of seniors leaving, the sophomores, they're going to be juniors next year, so they'll be here for another 2 years, which I think is good for the Golden Eagles.
Yep, absolutely.
Would you like to meet an Olympian, connect with a D1 athlete, or talk with a Twitch streamer? Rocky Students is a part of Rocky Church, and they are all about connecting students to their purpose. They believe students are the future, and their goal is to help you be empowered, encouraged, and supported. There are many ways to connect with Rocky Students. You can start by watching their monthly podcast on YouTube, where you'll hear from guests on a multitude of topics, show up on a Wednesday night to hang with friends and meet some incredible guest speakers, or even join their gaming community on Discord. Follow them on Instagram at RockyStudents_Frederick to learn more. Taylor Topless again with the serve. Fort Morgan, a little overpass right there, and looks like Fort Morgan double.
Yeah, nice little run there, and after the timeout, that's a coach take a timeout, try to break a hot server, and Taylor did a nice job of not letting down, and she's keep going to that kind of far right of the court all the way across, hard-driven serve, and so it's working for the Eagles. There's another point.
And those kind of timeouts, a lot of coaches call to mess up the server's mental games, especially when they're having a really good streak. And Taylor Top was able to realize that that was not going to mess her up, and she was going to continue serving good balls.
Yep. So she's going from the far right side, serving back to zone 1, this near left corner of ours. See if she goes there again. Sure does. She drives it across.
Does.
Yep. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right?
Exactly, and Taylor Top was able to realize that there's not some strong passes from that corner. Ava Reed, beautiful kill right there.
And that's beautiful all the way around. A beautiful pass, a fast set, and the thing that I love the most about that was Ava's approach. She was approaching as the pass was coming to the setter. So she's not waiting, she's following that ball, approaching with it. Hit the 15-second rewind on your YouTube and watch that a few times, Golden Eagles fans. That was fun.
And a lot of times you can realize that Stephanie or whoever is setting is going to set a 1 when the hitter is approaching, when the passer is passing the ball to the setter, because a lot of times those fast sets, they're fast and they go with the hitter's hands, so you need to be up and ready to hit that ball.
Yeah, that was Tenbrock actually who set that, so really nice job.
Ava Reed tips it in. And a little out-of-bounds pass by the Mustangs. Frederick able to get that ball off of that little out-of-system play right there.
Yeah, so what's this? Serve number 8 for Topless coming up. Really nice run. Still working that right side of the court. See if she brings it back again. Sure does. Just drives that ball to zone 1. Really nice job. Hits on the hoop. Always really hard to play off the hoop, but that was a generous bounce off of it. She's in the net.
Looks like Ava Taylor able to tip that overpass back over.
Yeah, a really good run there by Topless and the Eagles, and a generous bounce when that's bouncing around up on top of the basketball hoop for it to just gently roll off the front. That's as best you can hope for.
Fort Morgan with the ace. Taylor Topless had, I think, the longest serve streak in this game so far.
Oh, certainly the longest in this game. It'd be interesting to see if that's the longest in the season. 10 consecutive serves. If it's not the longest in the season, it's certainly got to be close.
And that's always something as the other team's coach, you need to realize that Taylor, she did serve to zone 1 for a lot of her serves, and as a coach, I feel like sometimes you might need to realize that and switch out some back row players and say, hey, she's always serving here. Maybe I should put my best player right here to get a good dig on that ball.
Yeah, really nice for Nevaeh Honstein, another senior for his team, to get that smart kill there. All the seniors, like you talked about, all the seniors clicking. Let's see if she can get another one here. She got set too tight to the net. Not much you can do there for Nevaeh, really in a tough spot. That ball, if you're going to make a play on that ball that's that tight and outside of the antenna, it has to go all the way across to the very short zone 4. That's a really hard hit to do.
And that's always just sometimes a connection between setter and her hitters. Kelsey Matthews, what a beautiful kill right there. Sends it to the back corner.
Yeah, it was great. A good pass by Honstein, a nice set again by Tenbrock, and Matthews just absolutely hammers that one. That's one of those ones that, when I was coaching, I spent some time in practice, not in the game, but in practice with a radar gun, just trying to get an idea of how fast different players were hitting the ball on different swings, and that would have been a record setter, I think.
Stephanie Gogden with the ace. You can see a little communication there between the Mustangs back row.
Just like that, we got set point here.
Frederick leads this set 24-9. Can't believe it's that already. Nevaeh, beautiful hit.
That'll do it.
Overset, and Frederick wins the second set, 25-9.
Great set there by Frederick. Showed that they took that punch from Morgan and responded with an even stronger game.
And I think a lot of what Fort Morgan might need to focus on in this third set is their back row. It looked like they tended to move up more towards the 10-foot line, and that's how Frederick was able to get a lot of their kills, as they hit it back to the back corners where the back row was at the 10-foot line. And with that, we will be right back. You are watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.
Hi, I'm Kendra Badgekar with Remax Nexus. I've been serving Carbon Valley for 6 years, and what I love most about this area is the small town feel with all of our great local businesses and community events. If you've heard the real estate market's changing, you're right. Homes are staying on the market longer, prices are not increasing as rapidly as they have in the past couple of years, but that doesn't mean it's not the right time to make a move. You still gain an incredible amount of equity that you can use to purchase your dream home or think about buying an investment property. Let's grab a cup of coffee and chat about your goals.
Over the years, St. Vrain Block Company has built a reputation on producing high-quality structural block, retaining wall systems, patio stones, and pavers. We routinely submit our block for testing to ensure that our products meet and exceed the ASTM specifications. Our products can only be as quality and consistent as the raw materials we use to manufacture them. That is why we constantly ensure we buy our aggregates, cement, admixtures, and color from top-quality producers. With a legacy of over 36 years, JHL Constructors is a fully integrated Colorado-based and Colorado-focused construction firm. From infrastructure to vertical building, our success is built on long-lasting relationships with our clients, design teams, subcontractors, and our Colorado community. To us, building Colorado's future means more than improving the built environment. It is our genuine commitment to give back to the communities, do the right thing, always, and collaborate on impactful projects. Like building top-tier educational facilities for the next generation. That's why we are a proud supporting partner of Frederick High School, home of the Golden Eagles.
I'm Maddie Precht, school counselor at Frederick High School, and you are watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. Go Golden Eagles!
And we are back. Golden Eagles, 2 wins now, hoping to win this next set. Now let us go down to the sideline with the third member of our team, Jackson Gibbs.
Court, I'm going. Your Golden Eagles are up 2 sets. Hopefully they win the 3rd set and take it home in a sweep. Your Golden Eagles are looking good out there. The seniors are happy. The team's happy. We're looking good out there. The vibes are good. And thank you. Sending it back up to Dr. Fox and Frida.
Thank you so much, Jackson. Frederick, as I said, won the first 2 sets, hoping to win this 3rd one and come out strong. Fort Morgan hoping to keep Frederick at bay.
And it's that set here where, all right, we've answered the question, who's a better team? And now you got to finish it, right? I know we watch a bunch of college football teams in our state be the better team and let everything fall off the rails this weekend. So hopefully the Eagles here can do a little better and a little differently in the second half of this match.
Yeah, and a lot of that times it's kind of the mental game. It's where they come into it thinking they're going to win, and then all of a sudden they're down by 5, then 10. And so the Golden Eagles here, they just need to keep kind of like a neutral mindset and realize that, hey, we're up by 2-0, but let's treat this as if it's the 5th set.
Yeah, I always used to talk to my team about we're playing every game no matter what like it's 0-0, right? Like you're playing every game like it's the first set and you want to win the first set. So sort of that same mentality here, especially as you work hard at fighting the emotions of seniors realizing, oh, is this my last set? Well, if you don't play hard enough, if we don't play well enough, it might not be your last set. So let's have this be the last set for these seniors today.
Exactly. Looks like Fort Morgan got the point off of that rally. It looks like on its way out, it was touched by the Golden Eagles. Tatiana Staub able to get there. Stephanie kind of ran into the bench right there, tried to get a free ball back over. However, sometimes those out passes are kind of hard to free ball back over.
And just a totally sloppy start here for the Eagles. So, if I'm coach, I'm taking a timeout. If we lose another point or two, really trying to reset, refocus. Again, not good passing off serve receive, free balls and sloppy attacks.
Yeah, and as a coach especially, you want to call timeouts when your team is kind of down by 3-0. The Mustangs lead right now.
Yeah, I'd call it right now. It's just because nothing's working. Defense isn't getting set up, and I think it all starts with the pass, right? It all starts with serve receive, and we haven't had a 3-pass. For those at home, a 3-pass is a pass good enough to set all 3 of your hitters. There's one of them, so we finally got one, and still can't convert it to a swing and end up tipping the ball over.
Looks like the Golden Eagles tried to make it a little trick play right there.
Yeah, and then Kelsey just drifts into the net, goes up and just drifts into the net at the underside. That's one of those plays in club volleyball. Frida, are you a club volleyball player at all?
Not at all.
Okay.
I do play a little school volleyball, though.
Nice, yeah, nice. And a good member of our freshman team. Proud of that. For those players who do play club volleyball, the net is only enforced on the top tape. And there's Coach taking a timeout. Just a nightmarish start to this third set for the Eagles.
Yeah, the Mustangs lead this set 6-0. I do not know what the coach for the Fort Morgan Mustangs said, but it sure got them going.
Well, and they probably honestly, if you're the coach, if you're Coach Lacey, you say, okay, fine. So what? They got 6 points. We beat them by 16 points last set. So, and to be honest, I don't think they've really, they maybe earned 1, maybe 2 of those points. We've given them the other 4. So we got to clean up our end. It's not like a different team ran out there on the other side. It's not like we're playing Thompson Valley all of a sudden. It's the same team we're playing before. We just got to fix our side. So let's focus on our side. Let's get a pass. Let's make a smart set, and let's hit the ball hard. And you do that a couple times in a row, you get this game to 6-2. All of a sudden, I think, if the Eagles can come out here and 6-2, 6-3 before they give up the 7th point, I think we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, and the Golden Eagles, I think right now it's really just about mentality. If they start getting snappy at each other, then that's when they fall apart. And so I think right here they just need to be neutral and realize that, hey, we just need one good pass. And when we get a good pass, we can get a good hit. Like right there with Nevaeh, beautiful hit.
Yep, and a good hit leads to a off-tempo ball coming back, leads to us being able to set the ball a little better. That's a double. Call it. Good job.
And the ref calls it double on the Fort Morgan Mustangs.
Volleyball is so much about that, right? Like if you can be the one controlling the tempo, it's like the rich get richer because the balls that come back get easier and easier, and the harder the balls or tougher balls you give back, the tougher they get. So I'm a big fan of aggressive serving too. Speaking of aggressive serves, there's one by Congdon. Aggressive serve, and this is exactly what we talked about. 6-2, you win the 2 points coming out of the timeout, and now you start feeling like you got some confidence here.
Exactly, and I feel in this set it's going to be all about confidence between the teams. Kelsey Matthews able to hit that tip right back over.
So that's a setter dump there from Fort Morgan, but they're doing it from about 8 feet off, and that's far enough off that Kelsey, who's so fast and so long, is able to jump up and really slam that back down. So that setter needs to be closer when she does that.
Stephanie kind of forced an out of system play right there. Maddie Green tries to free ball it back over. However, that ball hit the roof.
Just overbake that. You don't need to give it all that juice there. Just a little bit would have done, huh?
Golden Eagles, even though they lost that point, looking like they're still happy to be on the court, having fun. And I think that's the biggest thing in this set is if you just have fun and get a good set and a good hit, that can be the game decider. Tatiana passes to Nevaeh, who tips it over. Back row set.
Oh, passing ball is probably out there, but that's all right.
I've noticed that Fort Morgan really likes to set their back row a lot of the time.
Yeah, they're swinging hard from the back row. Good for them, and yeah, just a like a rusty start here.
Bella Phillips hoping to keep this lead for Fort Morgan. Kelsey Matthews blocked by Fort Morgan. And that ball was in.
just barely. Line judge is like in, I think, but luckily it's on this side, the up ref side, and he's able to look down the line and see it too. They missing the ball down there. No, they found it.
Nevaeh Honstein hoping to keep Frederick in this game. Mustangs lead this set 8-4. Outside hit by the Mustangs. Ali Guerrero. That might have been the third aggressive hit that she's had in this set.
Yeah, nice swing by the Mustangs.
Cambry Buells.
And there Rachel just swung and missed, to take a baseball or softball term, just swung and missed at that. Wasn't in a great position, and we'll see here. So again, we got a few points back and now let a few slide again. The lead for the Mustangs still 6.
Stephanie backsets to Maddie. It looks like they're calling a double on Stephanie. Frederick kind of giving some easy points here to the Mustangs. I think Coach Lacey's hoping that our back row and front row just hopefully stop giving the Mustangs some easy points right there. Rachel tips it in, finds the hole, and gets the Golden Eagles the ball back.
There's an advantage of Frederick's height there. You know, Fort Morgan has to respect that Rachel can swing down the line. They stay back there. She sees that and takes the free point right in front of her.
Kelsey Matthews. Set to right side, it looks like. Kelsey Matthews free balls to Maddie. Fort Morgan tried to free ball back over. However, it went up into the ceiling, hit the light, I think.
Yeah, hit the light. It's officially not a kill for Maddie Green, but a really nice hit there. Cool to see a senior who plays intermittently, getting a nice kill there and playing a role here in this game. But that falls right in that, and I think you called it the donut hole earlier. I like the way that you described that. Just right in the middle, all the defense around, and no one right in the middle there.
And a lot of times teams get points off of the donut hole because a lot of defenders, they look at each other and they're like, are you gonna get it? Am I gonna get it?
Yep, and nobody gets it.
I think that was Ava Reed with the beautiful hit right there. Kill for Frederick. This game is now 12-7, Fort Morgan in the lead.
So one of our stronger rotations here with Denbrock serving, and Rachel and Steph swinging up front. But the serve goes in the net, and so you don't get a exercise that advantage for the full rotation.
Elise Barrera hoping to keep this lead for the Mustangs right now.
Yep.
However, it goes out of bounds. Rachel tried to jump up for it, and then I think she heard her teammates on the bench yelling out.
Topples and Honstein checking back in. Morgan's lead 5, so they've cut it by 1 since that early 6-0 run. But you want to see the Eagles, really keep chipping away here and keep the Mustangs at bay. Called it out. One of the line judges go in, then out. It's one of those things as a line judge you just got to think, slow down and think, make the right call the first time. There's nothing that'll drive parents more crazy than a change of the call.
Line judge.
Yep. That's all right. It happens. But just think. You don't need to make the call right away. Think about what you saw, then make the call.
And I know as a line judge, I always keep my foot on the line just so I know if it's in or out. And sometimes it's kind of hard to tell. Nevaeh gets past the blockers, forces them to push it out of bounds.
Yeah, nice job there. Hits real hard, that hard cross that hits the kind of the outside hand of the middle blocker. That ricochets off. Strong swing there. Good job.
Taylor Topless, one of the better servers of tonight, however, just a little low elbow right there, and that ball goes into the net.
Yeah, that 10 serve streak last time, not to be exercised this time. Eagles down 4.
Harley Templeton, serve right there. Ava Reed. Fort Morgan able to get a hand on that ball and send it back over. Little back row hit, and it goes out of bounds. Golden Eagles get that ball and make this a 3-point game. Fort Morgan leading 14-11. Eagles really coming back here, hoping to keep Fort Morgan at bay right now. And they've started to become stronger with that, making this only a 3-point game instead of 6-point. Now it is a 2-point game.
Yeah, the Eagles catching up. Nice job. And let's give a shout out to the one and only, the great Mil Santos, checking in online, watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network, a state championship coach. So, hey, Mil, glad to have you watching tonight. And that ball sails out. So fighting back in here, and as a coach, you're watching the scoreboard watching. Your team's not playing as well as you hoped they were, right? You used one of your timeouts. You got one left in your pocket. Trying to think about when you might want to use that, but we're playing a little better. It's like good, not great. You know what I mean? Frida, good, not great volleyball happening here. That's a double good job. So we're getting a few points here. We're closing this gap. I think if I'm Coach Lacey, I'm using my timeout before Fort Morgan gets to 20, unless we get to 20 first, and that's what I'm thinking in my head. And I'm letting my best server here serve a little bit, and that's frustrating. And maybe I jinxed it. I'll take the blame for that one as a superstitious person. But two of the last 3 rotations, we got our 2 really strong servers in Topless and Congdon put the ball in the net. And so that's just kind of indicative of what this game's been.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, like you said, is Lacey might be hoping to call this timeout if Fort Morgan gets to 20 points first.
Yeah, I read a study. When I was coaching, I read a study that was done on college volleyball, but the study is that if a team gets to 20 first with a 2-point lead or greater, they win 98% of the time. So I worked really hard, and my thought was, I'm never going to get a team to 20. I never use my timeouts out, after 20. I tried to use them before, because part of the thing is, my theory is, if you have an advantage, and if you as a coach think taking a timeout can give you an advantage, why not call it earlier and have more points to let that advantage sink in? Say you see an error on maybe a weakness in the defense, take that timeout and let's have 15 tries at exposing that defense instead of waiting till you only have 7 or 8 tries when you're in the 20s.
Yeah, exactly. And 98% of the time is a pretty big stat, and the Golden Eagles kind of just hoping to disprove that stat.
Yeah. Well, not to 20 yet, but it is what, 18-14. So important time here for the Eagles. And you just gotta hanging on, right? You still believe you can win this set, and not push a set 4, but it's something that you gotta focus and do. It's an interesting one because the lineup's been a little different here for Coach, right? It's a senior heavy lineup, getting all the seniors in as they get a point there from this serve. But senior heavy lineup, and you want to win it with your senior heavy lineup in on senior night, because if you go to set 3, put your senior heavy lineup in and they don't win, you got to go back to what won in sets 1 and 2 in set 4. So, as a coach and as hoping the best for the seniors, you want to win this thing. Nice ball there. Good pickup by the Mustangs.
Beautiful way to get scrappy by the Mustangs. Maddie Green hits it back over. And it looks like Mustangs are able to get a point off that. Found the little space where the Golden Eagles defense wasn't, and Mustangs able to get a point off of that. They now lead this set 19-15.
So my one exception, Frida, to my timeout rule back when I was coaching on senior night, I would save one timeout, and I would save it for a senior timeout, and I would call it on point 24 when we were at point 24, no matter what the opponent's score was, and I would just call a timeout and huddle with just the seniors and thank them for their dedication to the program for the past 4 years and for their leadership and showing the way of how to be good teammates and be good players. And that was a really special time for me and a special time for those seniors because, they knew it was coming and it was a cool moment there. But that special timeout gets spoiled if you're if you're losing, right? If you're losing when you should be winning a set.
Easy point for the Eagles right there. Ava Reed free balls it over.
Yeah, and that ball just didn't get it for Hartford there. Did not get enough height and didn't get enough push, and she had to contact it too low, drop her elbow, and pounds it in the net. Good for the Eagles.
Back row hit by the Mustangs. Tatiana back passes to Rachel, who hits it inside
Nice
of the line.
Yeah, that's a great swing. Good job, Rachel. Good swing there by the senior.
Marisol Tenbrock hoping to keep Frederick's energy up right now. They're only down by 2 points. Tip. Marisol sets to Rachel.
Yeah, good swing. Tenbrock's had some really nice balls there for hitters. Good job by her, by the sophomore.
Tatiana with the free ball.
Yep, free ball to zone 1. That's what you're going to do. That's a double. Good job.
And it looks like the Mustangs have gotten another double. This game is now a 1-point game with the Mustangs leading 20-19.
Yep. It's good to know we have a new box coming, huh? Yeah, new cable coming for us. Good.
Marisol. Rachel hits it into the net this time. And Mustangs regain that ball.
Yep, shout out to Wyatt up here. It's fun to watch Wyatt work, kind of producing this whole thing behind the scenes, running the cameras and running the mics. He's doing a great job. Thanks, Wyatt.
Addison able to get that dig.
Nice. Tenbrock with a really good spot. Good job. She gets one of those friendly shoves from her senior co-setter on the other side of the 6-2 by Steph at a really cool and a pretty set, a pretty aggressive little dump there by the setter. Good job.
That was just a great
cool to see her
realization.
senior pick her up. Yep.
Taylor Topless.
There you
Beautiful
go. That's
serve.
back across the zone 1. There you go. Good job. Good job, Eagles.
Fort Morgan able to find the spot where no defender was. Marisol tried to lay out and get that ball back up in the air. However, the ball touched the ground before she could get there.
It's another one of those hard crosses, right? That we went back row hard crosses we've been talking about.
Harley Templeton. Nevea hits it back over.
All it.
Marisol back sets to Stephanie.
Good. Nice.
Who's able to get that point. Elise Barrera able to get a hand on that ball, however, hit it into the net, and the Mustangs front row was not ready to hit that ball out of the net.
Eagles pull within 1 here. You can hear the crowd, a good student section here on a Tuesday night. You can hear the crowd get into it, sense that this game could be closing in. There you go. That's tie game.
And now the Eagles have tied this game 22-22.
All right, so now it's time. You got a 3-point game, right? First to 3, and just be the better team. Like nothing else matters. Just be the better team. Timeout by Fort Morgan's coach, Nicole Anderson, and yeah, just be the better team right now. You got 3 points. You can do that.
Yeah, Frederick happy with the way they've came back, and I know that at least one of the coaches down there on the sideline is saying, hey, treat this as it's first to 3. It's 0-0. Whoever gets 3 first, that's it.
And it's really like you think about that, like just, I mean, not that anything's changed, but sometimes towards the end of a match, end of a set, you start feeling like, okay, I have to do all these things. You don't. Server's got to go back and serve, right? Defense has to read, so we've got the serve. Go back and serve. Defense, make the right read, right? Serve and make the right read. That's all you got to do right now. If you serve and make the right read, we're going to put ourselves in a good spot to win this next point.
And really it comes down to, like you said, a lot of players think that we need to do this amazing play and get scrappy, but it's the simple things that really matter, especially in this close game right here. It's just whoever can play the best, and have as few errors as possible.
Yep.
Ava Reed, beautiful serve right there. Setter tried to dump it in, however, it ran into the net. Stephanie Fort Morgan having to free ball it back over. Marisol backs it to Stephanie.
Oh, good get there by the Mustangs.
Mustangs run into this bench, and it looks like Frederick got the point because it went out of bounds.
I don't know. I mean, I'll take it. I'm certainly happy for it. I would be so frustrated if they called that, because she dove into the bench and made the play, and they called it out of bounds. But it's legal for her to do that. So I am really, really surprised that they're making this call.
Looks like the refs are having a little communication about that now.
That's wild. She made a great play. She played into the bench. No one on the bench touched it that I could see. Now, that said, I hope it stands, right? I hope we get the point. But I can understand why Fort Morgan is frustrated about a heck of a hustle play being called out. And the down ref should not blow his whistle. He should suggest to the up ref, but he should not blow his whistle unless it's in the net.
And it looks like the call stands. Shout out to Elise Barrera, though. That was a beautiful touch. Frederick now leads the set 23-22. Ava Reed hoping to push two. Little out of system play there by the Mustangs, little miscommunication. Kelsey Matthews. Blocked by Kelsey Matthews and Stephanie Cogden. Two important seniors on this team. Golden Eagles now lead this set 24-22, hoping to push 1 point and win tonight's game 3-0 and win senior night.
Yep, let's send seniors out on a 3-0 victory here. That'd be great, Eagles. Let's do it.
Ava Reed.
There it is.
And she wins the set. Frederick, your Golden Eagles have won this set against the Fort Morgan Mustangs 25-22.
Frida, that was a lot of fun. Thank you so much. What a great night. And I'm going to get my headphones off while you do your last live reads, but it was really a pleasure, and good job, Golden Eagles, on their senior night.
Thank you so much. Point to me when you're on the graphic. Tonight has just been an amazing game by the Golden Eagles. Shout out to Dr. Fox. Thank you for being here tonight. And a shout out to our seniors. Number 3, Stephanie Cogden, who plays setter and right side. Number 5, Maddie Green, who is also a senior and plays right side. Number 7, Rachel Schmidt. She plays a right side as well. Shout out to number 10, Nevaeh Honstein, who is also a senior and an outside. And shout out to Kelsey Matthews, number 12, who is a middle. Frederick, just what a way to win, and senior night is especially a great game to win. And I think that the Golden Eagles just really pulled off here and were able to keep the momentum going. And they were down by 6-0, I think, in this third set. But at the end of the day, it's a mental game and whoever can stay neutral the most. And I think that was what the Golden Eagles did. Is Coach Lacey said, hey, treat this as the first set. Treat it as you are tied up, not that you are losing by 10 or 6 or however many numbers. And I think that is just the most important thing for this team especially. The seniors, big part of this varsity team, can see the emotions from up here, really gonna be missed. Now let's go down to the sideline with Jackson Gibbs and Kelsey Matthews.
Jackson Gibbs down here in the court with one of your star senior Golden Eagles. How do you think you guys did today?
Amazing. We played so well together. I love my team so much.
How did you feel with everybody coming out here to support y'all?
It's amazing. We have the best school ever.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Sending it back up to y'all.
Thank you so much, Jackson. And yeah, this game has just been the most important. Thank you, Kelsey. Tonight's broadcast of FHS Volleyball has been brought to you by a talented crew of students here on GEBN, the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network. I've been freshman Frida Wishman alongside the principal of Frederick High School, Dr. Russell Fox. Our director and the technical producer of GEBN is sophomore Wyatt Morrison. Our camera operators are freshman Ethan DeLear and junior Hunter Bowman. Our production assistant is freshman Griffin Baldwin. The third member of our team down on the sideline is junior Jackson Gibbs. Be sure to join us again for what we hope will be a bit more successful broadcast than our last football broadcast as we head to Denver to watch your Golden Eagles take on the Denver North Vikings in a critical matchup. For everyone here at FHS, I'm Frida Wishman, and you've been watching the Golden Eagle Broadcast Network.